Many men find themselves in relationships feeling persistently undervalued. They sense they are not a genuine priority in their partner's life, and this intuition is frequently correct. Often, a man discovers he is being viewed as a secondary option, a temporary placeholder, or simply a backup plan. Such a realization can be profoundly damaging to one's self-confidence. It creates an internal struggle between maintaining personal dignity and the desire to win the woman's affection. The key to resolving these negative feelings and gaining control of the dynamic lies in a shift of perspective. The goal is to make her recognize your intrinsic value and treat you as someone who truly matters. This involves understanding how to conduct yourself within any relationship. The reason a woman may act carelessly or treat you as a guaranteed option is not about her. The cause is rooted entirely in you and the way you live your life. This is why you might experience being ignored or deprioritized. It is critical to understand that you never need to chase her to gain her affection or commitment. Instead, you must chase your own approval. If you convey to any woman that you are replaceable, she will inevitably treat you accordingly. The objective is to completely reverse this scenario by cultivating a mindset that establishes you as the prize in her eyes. This requires mastering emotional control and learning how to consistently position yourself as her priority. This is what will motivate her to fight for a place in your life. Women feel little to no desire for a man who is perpetually available. They're more drawn to a man who lives life according to his own principles. This is because they're instinctively wired to respect a man who has mastery over himself. The aim is to become the kind of man she could not imagine losing. The most powerful weapon is emotional detachment. This means you must be the one who governs your reactions and behavior with her. The moment a woman senses she can control your emotions, such as by making you feel anxious or jealous by ignoring messages or canceling plans, she will have gained power over you. When you become a man who is difficult to influence emotionally and who does not react to her minor tests and games, you reclaim your authority. For example, if you text a woman and she suddenly becomes distant, responding with short, dry messages, most men become distressed. They begin to overanalyze every word and replay past conversations, questioning what they did wrong. You must never adopt this way of thinking. Train yourself to grasp that her behavior is about her, not about you. This is the essence of emotionally detaching yourself. You remain calm and confident irrespective of external events. If she fails to reply to your messages, it is of no consequence because you are busy with your own life. If she cancels a date, you are unaffected because you have other plans and your happiness does not hinge on her. This is the mindset that will cause her to see you as a genuine man, someone whose emotions are not dictated by her every action. This emotional detachment is not just about how you interact with her, but about how you value yourself. When you train your mind to stop seeking her validation, you compel it to focus on more significant things, such as your goals and passions. Women are naturally more attracted to a man who has a mission. A man with a purpose is someone no woman can control. The reason you are consistently relegated to a backup option is that you behave like one. You may not even be aware of it, but your constant availability signals that you are not a priority. She knows that if she cancels on you, postpones plans, or vanishes for a day, you will still be there waiting. Your problem is that you have allowed yourself to become her safety net. A man who truly understands his worth would never accept such a position. The issue is not with the woman, but with you for ceding all your power. You're always accessible, overly eager, and make her feel she can take you for granted. This is precisely what will lead her to seek out another man whom she perceives as more valuable. That man might not give her much of his time, but because he is not guaranteed, she will lean on you while pursuing him. Your constant presence makes her unafraid of losing you. You have permitted her to disrespect your time, and a woman will never respect a man who is always available. Respect stems from rarity, and what is rare is always more valuable. You reply instantly, always initiate contact, and agree to her every wish. You must stop this behavior and demonstrate that you have a fulfilling life independent of her. To make a woman care for you and pursue you, Your actions must speak for you. Most men talk excessively while their actions remain minimal. You might spend hours texting, trying to convince her of your value and your intentions. To her, these words are merely noise she has heard from countless men before. Promises of being different or serious are common and hold little weight. Words will not impress her. A novel written about your feelings will never have the impact of a single, bold action. When your actions are louder than your words, you prove your integrity. You become a man who does not need to explain himself because his deeds are his testament. Women are not attracted to men who flood their inbox with sweet talk. They are drawn to men of action, those who are calm, balanced, and confident in their own value, which is demonstrated through their accomplishments. This is the man you need to become. You must establish clear boundaries with her. If you do not set your own boundaries, she will set them for you, and they will not be to your advantage. Setting boundaries is not about being controlling. It is a reflection of your self-respect. It sends a clear message that you value yourself and your time enough to say no to things that do not align with your standards. For instance, if she ignores you all day and then texts you late at night wanting to meet, rushing to her side tells her you are at her beck and call. A better response is to politely decline, stating you are busy and suggesting you connect the next day. This action establishes a boundary. Your time is valuable and not available on a whim. Setting boundaries not only protects you, but also forces her to respect you. A woman will inevitably test your limits to see how far she can push. If you allow her to cross your boundaries, her respect for you will vanish, and her attraction will fade with it. Boundaries apply to all aspects of your life, including your time and energy. You must be clear about what you will and will not accept in a relationship. If she is keeping her options open while getting to know you, you must set the boundary that you require exclusivity or you will walk away. If she does not respect these terms, you must be prepared to leave without drama, demonstrating that you will not settle for less than you deserve. Reclaiming your time is essential. One of the biggest mistakes a man can make is constantly rearranging his life to accommodate hers. A man who does not value his own time will never be valued by a woman. If you're always available and canceling your plans for her, she will take you for granted, and your attractiveness will plummet. Women are accustomed to men who bend over backward to please them. Subconsciously, however, a woman does not respect the man who is always available. She respects the man who is focused on his mission and is unafraid to say he has other commitments. You must show her that your time is extremely valuable. When you respect your time, you are respecting your power. Do not be afraid to make her put an effort to get your attention. The man who values his time is the man women want to be around. You must also master the art of balanced mystery. This does not mean being evasive to the point of boring her, but maintaining a level of intrigue that draws her closer. A woman does not want a man who is an open book, regardless of what she might say. Psychologically, if a woman knows everything you are thinking and planning, she will lose interest. The art of mystery is a key component of charisma, yet many men have lost this skill in an age of oversharing on social media. If a woman can predict your every move, she will categorize you as average, and her interest will wane. This is not about playing games or being dishonest. It is about ceasing to be predictable, especially in the early stages of a relationship. Many men text good morning and good night daily, sharing every minor detail of their lives. This is not romantic. It is suffocating and boring. Constant attention gives her no opportunity to miss you, wonder about you, or even think about you. You are killing her curiosity, which is the true fuel of attraction. Instead of being an open book, offer a taste of mystery. If she asks what you're doing, give a brief but slightly vague answer. This small dose of uncertainty plants a seed of curiosity in her mind, making you the man she constantly thinks about. If she always knows your whereabouts and feelings, you have become predictable, and such men do not leave a strong impression. Attraction is built on the unknown. Intelligence in handling a woman's mood swings requires you to be her source of emotional stability. Women are highly emotional beings, and their moods can shift dramatically. If you want her to feel she cannot live without you, You must stop participating in her inner emotional chaos and instead become the calm she seeks. A common mistake men make is reacting to her emotional swings and trying to fix her problems, often becoming just as emotional as she is. You must not get on that emotional train. Your role is to be her anchor. Women are always seeking a man who remains composed amidst their emotional storms because they need stability in their often unstable emotional world. When you do not react to her moods or get pulled into drama, she will begin to see you as a man she can rely on. Your real power lies in being steady, unshaken, and not easily affected. Once she realizes she can turn to you for stability, you become indispensable. Finally, you must learn how to process rejection. Most men crumble at the first sign of it, whether it is an unanswered message or a canceled date. They begin to question their entire self-worth. You must stop this pattern of thinking immediately. Rejection is rarely about you. It is usually about her. Furthermore, rejection is often in your best interest. If a woman rejects you, it is because she never recognized your value in the first place, and that is her issue, not yours. Rejection is your greatest teacher, not a sign of failure. It is an incredible opportunity for personal growth. A woman who rejects you is unintentionally doing you a favor by revealing areas that need development. Rejection exposes your weaknesses and strengths, giving you a chance to reevaluate yourself and shift your focus to someone who will truly see your worth. Rejection does not diminish your value. It forces you to become a stronger version of yourself. It is a normal and essential part of life. You cannot expect every woman to like you. If you do not match the image in her mind, she will not consider you. At that point, you must realize that she is the one who lost you. See rejection as a mirror, not an insult. Analyze the situation logically and ask what you can learn from it. Rejection frees you from wasting time on someone who does not see your value. Every time a woman ignores you or pulls away, you should thank her for clearing the path for someone better. Use rejection as fuel to rebuild yourself. The most potent response to rejection is your own success. The woman who rejects you today may be the one pursuing you tomorrow if you commit to your own evolution.